Hello, friends. Today, I'd like to talk about sources I trust on the Ukraine war. I'm not going to give a huge list of them, but I will give you five, I think, five sources that I find reliable. Um, First thing I should say is I don't have any Russian sources in this list. Um, I am pro-Ukraine, and I'm not really aware of Russian sources, to be honest. But anyway, let's crack on and see what sources I like or I find trustworthy. Um, okay, well, we're starting. Actually, let's start from the first one. Is Denis Davidov. He is a former civil aviation pilot, as you can probably tell from that photograph there, and he posts an awful lot of videos. Uh, at all times of day and night, as far as I can tell. But um, yeah, he goes into great detail about battlefield situations, and but he also does comment on broader things like Trump and so on, what the peace plans are, and so on and so forth. So uh, I think he's definitely one of worth a look. Um, Next one, Jake Bro, who is American. Here is his self-introduction. United States Air Force veteran who served as a nuclear and missile operations officer. Subscribe to my channel for update videos on the war in Ukraine as well as conversations. Um, okay. Uh, and he does a lot of very frequent videos, in fact. Um, and I'm quite amused by some of his thumbnails. So, for example, this one here, Putin saying our oil depot fires burn better than any other nation. Oh dear, bit ironic or sarcastic or whatever you like to say. But okay, so there's Jake Bro. He's one of the people I consult on a fairly regular basis. RFU News. Um, does good sort of 5 minute summaries of the news, and that's always worth a look, I find. So you've got this kind of video here. Konstantinivka holds strong. It looks into the front in detail. Um, Another good one, I think, is Ukraine Matters. I think this guy Georgie is. I think he's from Denmark. Or yeah, I'm not a Ukrainian. I'm not in any physical danger. I live in soft and cozy Denmark, very far from Ukraine. I understand Ukrainian and Russian, so I can follow news from the sources. I've been to Ukraine many times. I have a lot of good friends in Ukraine. My wife is Ukrainian. We have family in Ukraine. Okay, so that explains his motivation, and he has plenty to say on the war and what's going on, and a lot of it seems to be good stuff. Um, and then, last but certainly not least, and possibly the best from my point of view, is Professor Michael Clark, who was the head of RUSI, the Royal United Services Institute in London. I think he's retired from that now, but he has tremendous knowledge of the military situation and also the geopolitical situation. He's currently doing a weekly Q&A, question and answer session on Sky News. Uh, and actually, there are a few others that I should mention. There's an American general, and I can't remember his name right now. It's Ben somebody. He's very pro-Ukrainian, but he's very good. And he appears all over the internet, although I don't think he has his own channel. Good. Well, I think that's more or less that's probably enough. Um, Ben Hodges, that's his name. Sorry, I've finally remembered. He's a former US general and a very high up general in uh, United States Army in Europe. And yeah, he's always worth a listen to. Um, okay, well, that's probably enough for now. Thank you very much. See you again soon.